We're good to go, though, I think. We're all good.
What's in everyone's minds?
Christmas, I think. I think it's in most people's minds, isn't it?
That's a yearly celebratory stressor, right there.
Not for me. For most people, I guess it is. I only have to buy one present for one person.
I mean, I do really. I only have the one, but it's still just fucking, still just there, ain't it? Like, just a yearly fucking stress that you just opted into.
I think what it is it's like a checkpoint in the year where, like, you think, it's Christmas coming up. So you think, last Christmas, when I don't really do New Year's resolutions, but it's obviously around that time where you think, this year I want to maybe achieve that and achieve that. So when Christmas comes around, it's a lot of like reflecting, like, I've done fuck all this year. I didn't get to do what I really wanted to do. It's more like yearly reminders of how shit your life's been, really, at least for me. Also, let's address Kyron's also here. So we've spoke about him a few times on the podcast. Our friend Danny that watches this, we had a discussion about you, Kyron, and we were saying you look like a nerd, and he was like, you need to get him on so I can see what he looks like. So if Danny is watching, that's the train loving nerd guy.
Oh man, don't get me started on trains.
Yeah,
I think you probably look exactly how he thinks as well.
Yeah.
So does everyone else. But yeah, before we get Kyron on, just because I've known him a very long time and we usually have good discussions back and forth, so we thought, fuck it, why not, man?
One of them. Get on.
Tell us what Christmas is like in the fucking high society then, man.
I mean, it's the same as everyone else's, but like I said, I don't know what to get my pay. I don't get them anything because they already have whatever they want as well. So like they don't need anything either. So it's just a case of, cheers, Merry Christmas. Go round for a Christmas dinner, and see you in a bit. Off.
Yeah.
So maybe I
kind
should
of takes the fun out of it a bit, doesn't it? Really, like
Yeah.
when you get so far into a relationship as well, or like if you're just doing well in a job and you just buy yourself everything you want. Like
Yeah.
I always just pre-fire all my Christmas presents that Amy wants to get me because I just fucking buy them all myself, and I
Yeah,
just
it's
dwindle
true.
her list down. It's like, fuck, you bought everything.
Yeah, it's true, to be fair, especially it's just being an adult and having your own money, isn't it? When you're a kid, it's like, I want that console, I want that thing, because you can't get it yourself. But if you could, you would have. So it would have been hard to get your gifts back then. But yeah, it is hard when you're an adult because most people just get, if they want something or need something, they just get it, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, it's usually stuff like that I've wanted for a bit, but ain't that necessary, and I don't want to justify the money on. I'm like, yeah, I'll fucking get you to sort me that.
That's it, yeah. So I was going to save this maybe for the closer to Christmas podcast, but considering Karen's here, we can, I guess, go around the room. But what's the best Christmas present you've ever received?
Fucking hell. Do you know yours? Because I'm going to have to think that now.
I've got mine right here. It's in a Game Boy Color. And that's the OG original that I got in 1997 or wherever it was with Pokemon Red. But unfortunately, I don't know where the game is. I lost that in transition. But this is the exact one and everything that I got in 97 or whatever year it was. But I remember opening this and being like, fuck yeah. And the Nintendo GameCube many years later, which I do have as well. But Game Boy Color all day, man.
Yeah. I think I remember getting PS2 Christmas. Cause man, I don't know about you, but I don't know if you remember the PS2 advert, like the TV commercial with the little kids around it and fucking like it was standing up on the shoulder. You could turn the badge and stuff on the front. And I was like, oh man, because I had a couple of PS1s. Can't remember getting PlayStation 1 ever, but I know having one and playing it. And then we got our house got burgled when we was on holiday, so I had no PS1. My nan bought me another one. And then I just played that for years and then remember seeing the PS2 advert and I was like, oh man, like PlayStation 2? Because you never really saw a second gen console like that, like
no, not really,
a second edition. It was like, fuck, PlayStation 2, what's that going to be like? And then I think I just remember getting it for Christmas and just fucking crying, man. Because it was just, but yeah, like that's kind of the start, like your Game Boy is like the start or something, like gaming, or like the start of a Pokemon sort of thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, like that's probably one that had a big influence on the rest of my life.
What about you, Karen?
Yeah, same. PS2. I remember like we had a PS1 as well, but that was like more my sister's. So like just dabbled on that really, you know, Crash Bandicoot as it was, and then I remember I got it Christmas, and that came with Crash, Spyro. So yeah, Crash Nitro Kart. I think it was Wrath of Cortex and whatever Spyro was at the time, and I was like, oh man, this is a good time. It was just like a proper turning point, wasn't it, for like consoles and just what they could do, and you're just like, oh man, this is absolutely sweet.
Best selling console still to this day, PS2.
Yeah, man. And the Wii fucking sold a lot of units. I'm surprised the Wii didn't overtake it, but
Yeah, man,
PS2.
they were sold out fucking everywhere when they came out too. It's crazy how big
Yeah.
the Wii is. I think that's probably the second fastest selling console and most.
You think we've spoke about it before, but we were born into just the perfect era of games to
I
get
agree.
into it, see it evolve, and just oh man, like the fucking shit we've seen from day one to now.
I agree, and I also think sometimes it's good in this era of everything online and seeing everything, and you know, if a game's coming out or an appearance in a movie is going to happen, it's everything's fucking leaked, from the next iPhone to whatever. Like everything's a leak nowadays. But I do miss the kind of mysticism of just going into like a game or a game station as it was back in the day, and just only knowing about the game from just looking at the back of the case and then buying it and then realizing like, man, I've got a fucking little hidden gem here. There's
Yeah.
something about those days that were like are long gone and can never be ever back again. And like having been a part of that, whether it be the beginning of it or the end of it, whatever it was cool to sort of experience that as well, because those days can never be back, especially all on. Like you can't even play games on offline now. You have to be connected to the internet for a lot of fucking just disc games and stuff like that, which is shit.
Yeah, that made me a little bit excited, man. Just like 3 pictures, a little description, like look inside, a little manual in there, just look through there. But for me, in the early 2000s, it was demo discs, man. So I'd go with my nan to the shops every week, and I'd get a magazine that had like a demo disc on it, and it'd have like between, I don't know, 6 to 10 games on there, but they were just demos, and you could try games that were out or were coming out soon. And that was just so fucking cool. Like you could just have like a little 2 minutes, like, well, maybe like a 5-minute demo of like any game. I think, yeah, I want the full fucking game of that. Like that was such a cool way to do it. And then you got the magazine along with it as well. I remember it being £4, and it was like mental that it was fucking £4 for a magazine.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember reading something a while ago, actually. It might have been a Crash Bandicoot game where you could unlock the full game through the demo disc. An accident, like it obviously wasn't intended. So you could get the demo disc of it and like manipulate it or do something to it, and you had the full game. And obviously that cost a lot of sales because you could just go and get the demo disc. But I can't remember what that actually was now, but I'm pretty sure it was like a Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah. I remember having just fucking like copy discs as well, man. I just had fucking sleeves of copies.
Yeah.
But the ones I had, they were just like a silver disc with like a colour and a number on the front. It would just be like X58 or something. And like I'd have these copy games. None of them had any writing on. And I remember having this one game, man, that was like just a cool fucking car game where you could like go upside down in tunnels and shit. But I was like, man, which copy is it on? I couldn't remember what number it was. I was like, I know it's green, but I just fucking lost it forever.
Apparently, Google, it was 2 games. So one of them was Yakuza 6, where you could unlock the full game from the demo, and also Crash Bash.
That's weird though, because you'd think they'd just package up a little 5-minute demo, not put the whole game on the disc.
Yeah. But apparently the Yakuza 6 one was in February 2018. A demo for Yakuza 6, The Song of Life, was released on the PlayStation Store in the West. The demo was designed to contain the full game's data with the software to restrict access, but some users could use an unlocking mechanism and just bypass the demo and just play the full game.
That's crazy.
You know, the cunt that fucking implemented that into the demo was sweating when like you started like seeing news articles online of saying like you can unlock the full disc. He was like, "What, Jim? Weren't you in charge of putting the demo on?" Like, oh fuck.
That's definitely a sacking.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we've lost millions. It's weird. We're on the topic of like old consoles, man. Because I was going through in my head this morning of like what color every console I've had was.
Mm.
I don't know why. I looked at the display things, like for the, well, not displays, but the little side plate things for PS5, and you get the black ones and stuff. And I was thinking, like, all the way up to fucking PS4 Pro, pretty much, they were just all black, apart from PS1, which was grey.
Mm. I
Did you
think
ever have any funky, like, Xbox Crystal or, like, any
I
see-through?
was about to bring that
anything?
up. Yeah, the Xbox Crystal I had. I never liked the other GameCubes. People had like silver ones. I remember someone having a black one back in the day, like my friend, and that was cool. I always liked the black one. But yeah, I usually just have the standard colours of things, to be fair. I don't really like the see-through things. Like, people have like the see-through Game Boy Color and stuff, and I'm not into it.
Yeah, they did like a silver PS2, didn't they? I never saw anyone within one of them.
I've only ever seen one on maybe about 10 years ago when I was like walking somewhere and it was just out the front of someone's house to just like take a scrap.
Oh, should have fucking saved it, man.
A little relic. Yeah,
You'd have
fuck
looked
that.
more like a fucking scrapper, wouldn't you? If you just scurried away with a little PS2.
Like a fucking little PlayStation raccoon.
Yeah.
What about
Fucking
you,
slow
Kyron? You
kid.
ever had like different color consoles? You ever
No,
got like,
no,
limited
I-
edition shit?
No, I was gonna say, look, I think because I tended to get like consoles and that on release, like they didn't usually like bring out editions until
Yeah.
after like they sort of like, not did well, but like had been out a bit. So like they'd release at different times. So I was fortunate enough to have whatever new console pretty much within like months of when it come out. So I never really had any of the other colours or like editions of anything that sort of come out, just a standard as it come kind of guy. I do remember getting some like Assassin's Creed stickers for my old 360 that like was in a game. I was like, oh, yeah, that looks alright, and like conned my dad into buying that and just stuck them on. So if that counts, then that. But it was just a sticker pack.
Never really bought like a special edition of a game with like a figurine or like a special case or anything like that. But I'd like to. The Wukong figure looks fucking cool, I think.
Yeah, I wanted the Spider-Man PS4 one with Venom. He's fighting like Venom. Well, it was like the PS2 one actually, Spider-Man 2. I mean, fuck me, PlayStation 5 Spider-Man 2, where they introduced Venom and Miles Morales, and it was like them two like fighting him. It was like a fucking big statue. I thought that was cool as fuck, man. But it was like 250 quid, and I was willing to drop the money on it, to be fair. But like, I think I only had like 500 a made or something, and they were just gone instantly, man. I had no chance to get him on, but I was willing to drop it on that because the statue looked fucking cool, man.
I think I might try and get that Wukong statue when I move out, get like a new setup and stuff. I think it just looks fucking badass, man.
It is
With the
cool.
big feathers.
It is cool. I remember like the Call of Duty ones where they used to come with like night vision and stuff. I think the first Black Ops come with like that, like an actual drivable like RC XD sort of RC car, didn't it? They
Yeah,
were pretty
Modern
cool.
Warfare 2 had the goggles, didn't it?
Yeah, they were pretty cool. Never bought them though, because back then especially I was lucky to just get the game, let alone fucking 250 quid edition or 150 quid edition.
Yeah, I was looking to get a fucking school dinner, man.
Goran don't know anything about that. Naturally, he's fucking on top, eh?
Yep, fucking pyramid scheme. He's on top.
You didn't have chefs, no?
No chefs, mate. No.
Plural.
Yeah.
Fuck's sake.
No.
We'll leave that one alone.
Man, we was lucky if I had fucking carpet, man. Used to fucking run up the stairs, dodging the fucking carpet grippers, you know, the spikes.
Oh man, yeah. They're playing Crash in real life.
Yeah. In one house, man, we just had them exposed on the stairs for like 2 years. It's a fucking tiptoe between them all, so they didn't get spiked.
Yeah, mine was never that bad. But I had been to houses like I kind of grew up poor-ish, I guess. Like I didn't really have anything, but when you'd like befriend a friend from school that wasn't poor-ish, they were just poor, and you go around their house, it would be like oh fuck, like at least I've got carpet, man. You know what I mean? Like it would be like that sometimes. Like at least I ain't seen underfloor copper pipes through my bedroom, man.
I was just going to their house and think, hey, at least they fucking put the spikes off. They got no carpet, like, but at least the spikes out there. No, but I know what you mean. You go into someone's someone's house has got like a full fitted kitchen with an island and shit, you'd be like, yo, so many cupboards, and I bet they're full.
Yeah.
They're full.
To be fair, Kyron right now has a really nice kitchen, but like his kitchen's so spacious that like he don't have enough stuff to put in his.
No.
Like he literally has like sleeping bags and stuff in storage in his kitchen.
Yeah, I've got a sleeping bag. I've got a blowout air mattress in one. There's some. What else is there? There's a box, right? And it's couldn't even tell you what it's full of. Just random stuff where we've gone. Where does this go? Probably in that box, and just chuck it in there. You can find screwdrivers in there. You could find like rolls of tape. Like
What that
paper.
is for me is my kitchen drawer, and I say drawer because it's the only one I've got. I've only got one drawer in my fucking kitchen, and it's full of like Ring doorbell spare stuff, like the spare cover, the screwdriver that you unscrew the battery with. It's full of just wires, and I just have one drawer, and it's just where does this go? Just chuck it in the fucking drawer.
So where you got one of your cats, eh?
Yeah, it's all three of them.
Just in there.
Just shut them there at night.
Just spawned them in. Fucking set of ladders in there.
Magic drawer.
It's like fucking Monica's cupboard, eh? That's what I've got, man. I've got fucking Monica's cupboard from friends in my house.
Once I went to Ryan's, and he was like, "Yeah, I ain't really got like room for stuff, man." And he opened like a walk-in wardrobe door in his spare room at the time, and it had 4 car tires in there.
I'm pretty sure they were full wheels.
Yeah, they were. That's what I mean. They were just full on 4 wheels, just stacked. He was like, "Yeah, I just can't put them in there because the wheels are in there." I was like, "Move then."
So was that
Shit,
like
was it?
upstairs? So you've got the tires and you've gone or up the stairs for
Oh yeah. I was going to say, nah, I live in a flat. I got no stairs, but yeah, the
But he lives on
external
I
stairs.
was going to say, yeah, the outside flat stairs, which is more stairs than like regular house stairs as well. So it's actually more
Alright.
stairs that you have to carry 4 of them up.
Yeah.
one at a time.
Stacked up, man. Got to keep somewhere, yeah.
That's a good point.
I guess so, yeah.
Should have bought another car at the time to put them on.
Yeah, you know, 601.
That's it.
So I believe Kyron has prepared some like game / question things for us that are like controversial takes.
So in terms of controversial, it's easy to disagree or agree with them. So it's like they're designed for like, oh no, I think that, or I don't think that. So obviously, I'm interested to see like what your takes are, because I've played this with other people. Like the ones I haven't got aren't too bad, but like, I've played it with other people, and it's like full blown arguments, like because one of the partners think differently to what they thought they were gonna say. So it's been it gets a bit heated sometimes, but like, I haven't picked 2 bad ones.
Okay,
Fire away.
hit us with one and like maybe go from like, you know, like easy to like harder
Yeah.
ones, if that makes sense.
So like the first one I've picked out, just straight simple. Listening to an audio book doesn't count as reading a book. Like, do you agree or disagree?
Okay, let me take this one first because I'm an audiobook listener. I disagree, and I do think it is reading the book. Because I used to read books when I was a kid. Can't do it anymore. But I can technically say, yeah, I've read that book, and I can like tell you parts of it, and like say Harry Potter. Corin, I know you like Harry Potter and you've read and listened to them, whatever. And like, if you was to speak to me about, say, Harry Potter, for example, even though I've not like listened to them and stuff, but if you was like, oh yeah, you know, in chapter 16 where this happens, and I can say, yeah, and I can converse with you about the book, but I've listened to it audio and you've read it, but we can talk about it. How is that not technically reading it? So I disagree.
I think it's a cop out, man. You ain't read the book. There's going to be moments where you just fucking daydreaming, not listening properly. You could be missing pages. Like if you're reading a book, you're only reading a book. You're taking every word.
Not necessarily though, because you're telling me when you read, you're taking in every word and information. Like there's definitely, like I used to read a lot, and there's times where I'm like, the fuck did I just read about 2 chapters ago? I can't remember. Like it's the same thing.
Yeah, but like if you're reading, you're just reading. You know what I mean? He's
It is,
fucking
but if you're
Kermiting over there.
listening, you're just listening. Granted, like the
No, you
beauty of
ain't.
it is that you
I'm
can do
fucking.
other
I could be
things.
driving, working, fucking eating.
Okay, then let's narrow it a little bit. Let's say you're both in bed, you're reading in bed, or you're just your eyes shut and you're listening to an audio book in bed. Would you say it still doesn't count in that scenario?
Yeah, because your mind is naturally going to wander. The only thing it's going to. I ain't a big book fan or anything, but if you're just reading the book, obviously your imagination's kicking in. You're taking it in, thinking about the words. If you're just fucking like eyes closed, you're just going to be. Your brain's going to be fucking wandering, thinking about other shit.
But what about if the book is audio is causing that imagination to go about what you listen to as well?
Yeah, that's a possibility. Obviously, if you're fucking sitting in bed, I think if you're in bed, just fucking read the book.
Yeah, but sometimes like it is better to listen. I used to read a lot and I used to really like it, but now the only time I like reading is like a comic book or a graphic novel, or whatever, on my iPad.
I guess we need the decider then.
I'll know Corin's opinion because I also
Yeah,
know he listens to
I-
audio books.
I listen to a lot of audio books, obviously. So like, I'm gonna go on the fact that it is, because sometimes, like, another point that I'll throw out is if you don't know, like, there was a lot of times when I was younger, I didn't know what a word was or like how it was said. Whereas like if you're listening to it, you get it in context, so you can sort of like
That's a good point.
figure it out a bit more. And also on a little one as well, like I read a series called the Spiderwick Chronicles, and like there was a kid, the main character was called Jared. I didn't know that. I was calling him Jard for the entire series in my head, and it wasn't until the film come out that the kid was named Jared. And I was like, that's made me feel so.
That is a good point.
He was just always shocked. Ugh,
Yeah.
He was always jarred. Like,
It's like, what a weird name. I was like, I know I can't say nothing but George, you know, like, but yeah. So I'm
fuck
on
me
it.
then.
But yeah, well, in this instance.
But let me jump on that before you go to the next one though. Ryan, when you drive, you'll listen to like an audio podcast. And
Yeah.
like, would you say that doesn't count listening to it just audio then, because the same things can happen?
Nah, it's way different. That's just a conversation between two people. Like that's just rambling. Like our books, it's just like fucking. It's full of content. You know what I mean? Like you need to take it in. I like podcasts. So I listen to probably fucking 30 hours a week of fucking podcasts, but it's just conversational. Like there's not really key moments that you can miss.
Okay, fair enough. Go on then, Corin, hit us with another one.
Next one. You should be able to punch an elderly person if they punch you first.
Okay, little caveat. How old is elderly? What age would you say would you put that?
60 plus, double your age.
Oh man, you definitely should. I mean, lawfully it's still self-defense, but like you probably shouldn't try and fucking score an 800 on the head. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, it depends
just-
how I'm feeling.
just back them up.
See, that was wrinkles fly, Gramps.
Pack that in.
Them fucking purple veins flying at your head, man.
There it goes, bad boys. For me, I think it depends on context, like, and what it is that they've done. Because even if a dude like my age, my build, and everything slapped me first, I don't know if back in the day I would have lost my shit and fucking dove on the cunt, but now I'd rather like walk away. So it depends. It depends if it hurt. If it hurt, then I'd be like, "Fuck this." It depends if it's warranted. If I'm a twat and he's done it, I might be like, "Oh, fair enough. Like I've been a cunt now." If it's unwarranted, like, then yeah, there's a lot of variables for me. But I'm gonna say yeah. I'm gonna say it's acceptable.
I wanted the last turkey. Get off.
Oh.
I just fucking, it reminded me, man, the elderly person. I was walking down to grab Max from school earlier. I was walking down this long path, and it had been raining quite bad. And it was like a path, and there was just a long strip of grass and like bushes on the left. And this woman was like just stood with her back like, in the bushes. She was like 70 something. She was just looking around, and I was like, "Man, what's she doing?" I had to walk towards her for ages. And I was like, "What the fuck's she doing in that bush? Is there a gate there, or is she just in the bush?" And she was just backed up in this bush, man, just looking.
The Homer Simpson meme.
Yeah. And I was like, "What the fuck is she doing in there, man?" And I got closer. It was like a big puddle on the path, and she like got on the grass to get around the puddle. She was just stuck in some mud. She just went, "Can you help me?" And I helped her I linked arms and got her out of the mud. Like, I was like, "The fuck's she doing there, man?"
I don't know what she's been in there until someone come and help them out. Just there.
What if I just went, "Nope, just skip the
Oh.
puddle"?
Right.
Oh, okay, then. Do you think it's acceptable?
Who, me?
Yeah. Do you think it's acceptable?
Yeah,
to
like I
think-
say, man, just give him a little fucking warning shot, like, yo, just fucking knock him off balance a bit, like, ooh. Like, yeah, fuck off. Yeah, if you get hit first, man, you can hit anybody if you get hit first, go, yeah.
I kind of agree. What are your thoughts, Corin?
Yeah, tit for tat. I probably wouldn't because I'm not like a big like fighty, scrappy person. Like, but yeah, like in general rules, if you throw a fish, you got to be expected. You can't be just not expecting like someone to just go, all right then, thank you, and then just like walk off. Can you? Like you gotta,
Agreed.
you gotta.
Yeah.
Don't
It
give
depends
what
how
you
old they
can't
are as
take.
well.
Mm.
Depends how old, like, if not how old they are, I mean, just how soft it is. You know what I mean? If you just go, man, what? Like just like your cat fucking at you, you might as well just be like, man, just fucking get away, man.
Imagine though, you
Yeah.
know, and like those punching fucking machines, and people proper wind up in it. Then what about if you just hit a fucking old man's egg nest haircut head, man? Boom.
What if he just hits you with like a 3 though, and you're just like, oh,
He's getting a
And
10.
you-
Fuck it.
and
Let's
you
show.
say,
Let's
"So-
show him how to fucking punch.
So let's make you pick up your flat cap. Come on.
Yeah, we're all in agreement on that one. So
Uh,
hit us with the next one.
right, another time one. Ketchup should be stored in the fridge.
yeah, man,
Ooh.
I'm club ketchup. I am. I'm club fucking fridge.
Mm. I don't keep it in the fridge, but I wouldn't be against it either. Like I wouldn't be like, what the fuck's that doing in the fridge? Like it's not a rogue one. I don't really have ketchup anymore. I'm more of a chili jam guy, but I don't keep that in the fridge. But like if I have like chips and dip like salsa and stuff, I like that in the fridge. It's nice. But yeah, for me, I'm open to that. I wouldn't say it's controversial to do either. I'm accepting of both, but I don't keep mine personally in the fridge.
Mine's in the fridge. I just think like it's food. It's obviously consumable, so it wants to be just in the fresher fucking vacuum sealed place.
Yeah, it's next to your fucking rhubarb and custards and cola cubes, are you?
Cola cubes. Yeah, but no, I just think it's a sauce, man. Keep it in the fresh place.
Yeah, I can understand it. What about you, Karen? Where do you keep yours?
Mine's in the cupboard. Like again, I'm not against. Like I said, if I went to someone's and it was in the fridge, I ain't kicking off about it because it's how they like to do it. My preference is the cupboard though. I just love it a bit warm. You know what I mean? Like just, because
Can be
I
cold
just
sometimes at the fridge.
yeah, but like, I just think if you dip in a warm chip and then you get the cold contrast from the sauce and the chip, it's two different taste like feelings in my mouth. Do you know what I mean? I ain't
He
into
looks
that.
disgusted, though.
Yeah.
He says he ain't fucking mad at it, but look at him.
Yeah, I've thought about it now. I've gone
Some
through the
chef did him
motions.
dirty back in the day, they fucking kept it in the
Yeah.
fridge.
Yeah.
That old trick.
Okay, next one.
Another time one. Using your partner's toothbrush is absolutely fine.
Oh, absolutely not.
Fucking kill yourself.
No.
I would. If I
I-
accidentally used a toothbrush that weren't mine, I would kill myself.
I said to Amy once, like, just like on fucking Big Bang, I was like, if you ever use my toothbrush, I'm jumping out the window.
Yeah, I would, man. I would.
I'm gonna-
No. If someone told me, like if one of you guys just said, yeah, like I dropped my toothbrush in like the cat litter and I need to brush my teeth, so I used theirs and then I went and bought us fresh ones later, whatever. You know, I'd be like, yeah, okay, fair enough. You need to brush your fucking teeth, but if it's just laziness or something and hers is closer and you just use it first, I'm like, what the fuck you doing, man? Like, I don't think it's okay to use your partner's toothbrush at all.
No,
man.
it's gross, man. Just think of the shit it's collecting and fucking cleaning.
Yeah, because you'll like kiss them and stick your tongue in their mouth and put other things in their fucking mouth, and you have no problem with it. But when you're on about like scraping like plaque from the teeth and that, like you don't that you're infusing that in your plaque and stuff. It's just you don't mix them.
We played it with people who did say they did share because like it's just easier to
What?
pack when you go on holiday. Just put one toothbrush in. I was like, you
How much
fiends,
room do you need?
absolute. I was like, you absolute fiends. Like just buy
How
new
much
ones when you get there if
room
you're
do
that
you need?
bothered.
And you know what's annoying about that? You barely buy toothbrushes singular. The annoying thing is you all buy them in packs of 3, so there's a spare one. But like, it's so easy to buy them in packs where there's multiple. To just buy one, that pisses me off.
And then them bristles must be bullied, man. They must be so curved over.
It's so disgusting. Imagine, you know, when like people talk about like that gross feeling of going into the toilet after someone is sitting down and the toilet seat's warm, like, oh, someone was just there. Like, imagine like picking a toothbrush up and it already being wet and thinking, oh, this was in someone's mouth. Just like that is disgusting to me.
Oh man, no good.
Okay, next one.
Right. This is a rogue one. Sleeping with a step sibling isn't incestuous.
Oh. Circumstances again for me. If you grew up in the same house all together, then it's a little bit weird because it's you grew up like it's your sister and you've grew up together and things like that. But technically it's not. So it's a weird grey area for me. But I wouldn't say it's morally wrong. I'd say it's a little bit questionable, and I'd like to know the things. But I also think that most people probably would because it's probably one of the biggest categories in porn right now. You know what I mean? It's a big fetish thing. So I think most people would probably fuck even like the first and second cousin. I think people don't care anymore, man.
Yeah, I think, like you say, it depends on age and how long you've known them. But also, I think if you're just like a horny fucking 15-year-old, some girl just gets moved in, some perky little titties, you just can be like, yo, dream situation.
On
Let's have
tap.
it. Legally. Go on then.
What about you, Karen? What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, like I said, like if you take it at the face value of it isn't incestuous, I don't think it's not.
It's by
Would I?
marriage, isn't it? So
Yeah, I don't know if I would personally, myself. But again, you don't know because, like you said, like if you're 15 and you know they're into the same sort of stuff that you're into.
if you find out now from an ancestry DNA something or whatever that like Sydney Sweeney ended up being your stepsister, you ain't gonna be like, nah, I'll pass that up. She's my stepsister. It's a bit gross. You know what I mean?
Nah,
No
you-
fucking
It's in the
you
chance.
know.
genes, eh?
Wait.
It's in the step
Yeah.
genes. It's fucking same, man. Just crack on, eh?
It's crack on, man.
If,
Yeah, fuck it.
if they make the move first as well, look, that's probably never fucking happening. But if the
Who
girl
wants to
makes
sign
the
anyone
move
down?
first,
I'm a
yo,
gentleman.
being brotherly.
Yes, we love each other in this house.
It's just polite, isn't it?
Family spirit. Imagine me and the parents are just finding that like, oh fuck.
Oh yeah, that would
That's
be
what they
that
did,
would
yeah.
yeah that would be devastating, that wouldn't it? To be like, we've put this scenario together.
Yeah.
I think as a dad though, if you that was to happen and say with your kid or whatever, you'd be a little bit proud, like, go on, son,
Yes, lad, we're both having them, maybe.
keep it in the family, kid.
Yeah.
Is that the most controversial one you've got, Karen?
Yeah, I've only got one more to be fair, and
Go on then.
I know the answer for one of you for this one.
Okay.
There's nothing wrong with dating your friend's ex.
Sorry, no, I was okay with that one.
All in, man. All in.
Ooh, for me, I'm not okay with it. I wouldn't want anything to do with it, man.
It's I was against it as well until I just fucking went and did it.
Well, yeah, of course.
By
But
accident though. Like it weren't planned, it was just we fucking just naturally got closer and that. But
yeah, your circumstances are a little bit strange. But for me, nah, I'm not like against like if like one of you had hooked up with a girl 10, 15 years ago, and then I met them now, and then I found out 10, 15 years ago you did something with them. I'd rather be able to snap my fingers and like wish that didn't happen, but it wouldn't bother me that it did because it was so long ago, and you probably both look fucking different now and all that type of stuff. But yeah, like going out with someone, like fucking. I'm a little bit more okay with that because it's just fucking. It's more transactional. Like, yeah, we both find each other attractive. Fuck, but a relationship, it's tough. That is like, I won't want to. I won't. I think like for me, like obviously, well, I hope you guys look at it the same way, but I don't look at other people's girlfriends as like. I don't rate them on attractiveness, if that makes sense. They're kind of just a person. It's just a vessel. It's like the Corin described it before as like it just being like an entity, like it's literally just a vessel. It's just someone. Like you don't identify them as anything. It's just a person, and that's kind of what it's like. Like it's like as soon as someone or I find out someone that's like with that person, it's kind of like in my brain it just switches off. Like there's nothing there, if that makes sense.
I mean, it's like just automatically out of bounds, like just in your head.
Yeah, it's like a weird switch in your head that just says that person's not like attractive or anything in your own. Like you don't even think of them in that way. It's just like a person. That's it.
Mm.
So yeah, I wouldn't be okay with that. But in like your circumstance, if you like came to me and you was like, "Oh man, like we really like each other," and that, I'd feel like a cunt to say no. I feel like I'd be pissed off that you've put me in that situation because I'm a dickhead if I do, and I'm a dickhead if I don't.
Yeah. Depends if you actually care or not, do it. Like if it's gonna cause problems, then you need to speak honestly. But if it's just like it's just gonna fucking irk you a little bit, you just gotta fucking get over it and just be like, yeah, whatever.
Depends who as well. Like if it's either of you two, who, like I'll spend time with and do things with in real life and that, and like if I'm going to like an event or a New Year's or we're gonna go and do something, and then she's gonna also come. It's like I'm gonna look at her again. You know what I mean? Like it's weird. Like I want like her. If it was just like you could date her and I wouldn't have to interact with her for whatever reason, or she never turned up at these things or came to my house to do this with you or whatever. Like I'd be like, yeah, fuck it, do whatever. But also just interacting again with them, it's like I don't want them back in my
Just
life.
fucking just me, you, Stacey, and Tegan just fucking hanging out at yours.
Yeah, I wouldn't fucking like
Oh,
it, man.
man.
I'd be like, get out, man. Like I don't want to deal with any of that. Like, yeah. So I'm against it, but again, I think given certain circumstances, it's somewhat acceptable. But yeah, I'm against that. But those are pretty good, to be fair, Corin. I enjoyed those. I just had some debates and like. How controversial do them ones get? Is it just more like should pineapple be on pizza?
I put a lot of them back. Like I was reading them and I was like, can't say that one.
Turn up the heat, man. Fucking get them.
They were like, they were like proper
Go on,
political.
have a dig. Let's get another one. Let's get a fucking another one. Let's
spice it up.
Turn up the fucking heat, man. Let's get one. Don't be scared of it.
For everyone at home, this is the game. Read the room. It's played a bit differently. If you play it properly, obviously. But
yeah, Corin loves a board game, don't you?
I fucking love a board game. Look at me.
Once like while you're looking for that, I want to tell a story. So like, obviously we spoke about how Corin fits the narrative of someone that's into trains, and as you just mentioned, board games. Once he said a delivery driver handed him something, and as he went to walk off, he turned around and looked at him and went, "Do you like puzzles?"
Oh god. Do you want to come in and have a round of this?
No, he was telling me where to buy them, to be fair. He was like, yo, there's these sick puzzles on Temu, like they're like fucking 500 pieces and they proper get you thinking. I was like, oh, okay. I was interested as well. That was the worst of it.
He knew that, man. He looked at you and thought, this cunt loves puzzles.
I had a fucking delivery driver once that delivered me some spray paint. But he used to deliver all the time to us, and he was just like a nosy bastard, man. He'd always try and guess what was in there. And I had some spray paint, and obviously it's got the ball bearing in, so it's just like, like obviously fucking spray paint. And it was like cylindrical, and he handed it me and just went, "Can I spray paint?" And I went, "Nah, no, no." And he went, "Sounds like some." I went, "Nah, no." He went, "What's in it then?" I went, "Say spray paint." He must have walked off thinking, "What the fuck else was in there?"
That would piss me off. Like, what is he trying to guess?
Oh no, just fuck off being nosy.
You reckon he does that to everyone?
Yeah, because he delivered a fucking PS4 at Christmas time once, and he obviously was a predictable like size and shape of box around Christmas, and he was like, feels like a PlayStation. It's like, yo, fucking shut up. Yeah. The person it falls in there, you dickhead.
Yeah. What was I coming in and say? Santa real?
Yeah. Sign here, please.
Go on then, Karen, you got one.
I have got one. People who are attracted to children but haven't acted on it should get free therapy.
Oof.
Ooh.
Damn.
But how
Hmm.
is it come out? Do they say I hate having these like guilty sort of things, so I'm going to seek therapy? And then when they go to whoever you go to, and they say, okay, we'll take you in and we'll give you therapy.
I don't know. Like, I didn't write the card. Like, it's just.
I like
it's-
that one actually, you know, because surely it's better than fucking letting it lead to something.
Yeah,
And it's obviously out of their control as well.
yeah. I think I think they should be entitled to free therapy. There's some people that are just like, if you're into kids, fucking, chuck them under the fucking jail and shit like that. And there is a little bit of that out there. Like, you can't just have someone out there openly knowing that they're attracted to children. We're like, yeah, just go get therapy, mate. Because like, what if you do all that and then eventually he goes out and does it anyway, and you knew that he was into that? So it's a risky one. But again,
Imagine
like,
that first liner in that fucking therapy session, man. Can't stop thinking about these little dicks. Help me, please. Please.
Oh my god! Imagine. But what do you write down as your therapist on a clipboard when someone comes in saying that?
Just widens her eyes like as she's writing. Fucking hell.
Oh god. Yeah, I think they should be entitled to it, because if they're like disgusted with themselves and have like guilty thoughts and feelings, then like, I hate that I feel this way and I want to fix it. If you can't even fix it in some way, then I think they're entitled to do that if they don't want to act on it. How do you
Do you
feel,
reckon?
Kyron?
Yeah, no, they need help. Obviously, like, fair play to them for not actually doing anything to the kids. Like, that's the bare minimum that they could do, isn't it? And like, but yeah, like, I just feel like sometimes with therapy that they when you talk through it and stuff, they might just think, like, oh,
Start
yeah,
riling themselves up a bit.
yeah,
like,
yeah,
"Ooh."
yeah. Well, like, not riling them up, but like, like, oh, like, you put it in like perspective stuff, don't you? Like, you work through it, you come to the root cause, and they just might think, you know what, fuck it, I'm just a bit broke, might as well. So I do feel like if they don't have the right approach, and that they could end up just being worse off. And just,
Say it out there. What is it about these little dicks that you like so much?
Fucking bite size.
That mini Oreos, man, is fucking one in.
Is that the most controversial one? That was a good question, though.
It wasn't the most. It's just what I found one. There's one here as well. It says people who get cancer due to smoking or drinking alcohol don't deserve treatment. How do you feel about that one?
Oh, that's another good one. Man.
I mean, they do, because like, you still want to fucking keep people alive, don't you? But that's like saying fat motherfuckers that won't stop eating ain't welcome in the gym. But you got to at least fucking give them the out if they choose to go down that route.
Yeah.
But you got to try and be fucking to stop smoking as well, if it's killing you. But yeah, obviously, they've paid their bit of tax towards it, haven't they, to get some treatment.
I think if it's, say, something that's like totally illegal, like fentanyl or heroin, one part of me is thinking it's a person, like, treat them, especially like nurses and all that type of stuff, to swear like a Hippocratic oath. So like, they have to save people. So like, morally, I think that. But I also think that, like, if it's just smoking cigarettes or they're drinking alcohol till their liver's fucked and then, they end up getting liver cancer, or they get on a transplant list and they're waiting because the liver's fucked. I think, yeah, like, those, it's legal. Like, it's its own problem then for that shit being legal, really. Like, it shouldn't be legal then if you can just do that. So it's not really the person's fault in a way. It's the fault of the thing being fucking legal, you know what I mean?
Yeah, true. It's just on the fucking shelf right there, like ready to grab and kill you.
Yeah, like
they-
everything gives you cancer.
They're doing quite a bit to raise the age now, aren't they? Aren't they raising it by 1 year, like every year now?
I've no idea. For what, like cigarettes or alcohol or both?
Yeah, I'm pretty just for cigarettes, yeah. But I'm sure they said that they're going to be raising the age that you can buy it at by 1 year every year. So if you were like 14 this year, like you'll never be of legal age to buy them.
Oh, really?
Or
Oh,
like-
forever. So like it won't stop at like
Yeah,
21.
because you'll be chasing the age. I'm sure it's something like that.
That's
You-
like edge it out then.
Yeah. Let me research it and you two
That's
talk
interesting.
and
I
I'll-
always think that because I think smoking, one, it's so expensive, and two, like smoking should technically be illegal, especially like it is everywhere else. But like tobacco makes so much money, and like there's so many like profitability from it that I don't ever imagine it being like fully illegal, because that's fucking so many rich people that like I ain't gonna just agree to that. Like I want to keep making my money, so I don't ever imagine stuff like that's ever gonna be illegal.
Oh.
That's a
No, see, it's just a lot of shit. So it says the UK is implementing a major smoking age rise under the proposed tobacco and vapes bill. Anyone born on or after January 2009 will never legally be sold tobacco. 2009? Oh, born after 2009. So like, well, previously the age was raised from 16 to 18 in 2007. The new law aims to prevent future generations from ever starting smoking, with the first cohort affected turning 18 in 2027. Yeah, so if you're born after 2009,
So your kid
You'll
won't
never-
technically legally be able to buy cigarettes.
yeah, you can never buy them, which is good, man. They have made a lot of fucking last like 10 years or so. Made a lot of changes to try and fucking get it out, don't they?
Yeah, it does need to happen, I guess.
It was 16 in 2007. It's kind of crazy, eh?
Yeah, well, when I was like 13, 14, I had friends that, you know, I weren't really, I was an early bloomer, but I weren't really like a big kid for my age. But I had friends that looked like fucking adults and stuff when I was like 13, 14, and they used to just go and get served for cigarettes and stuff like that. Like they, without even idea, they just be like, oh, I can have 10 of that, whatever, mate. And they'd be like, yeah. And they were like 13, 14.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, we had a lot of that. It says here as well. So it's effectively raising the smoking age by a year each year until it applies to the whole population. It's
fair
pretty
play.
fucking cool, either.
Yeah, we'll see if it sticks. Tell the people fucking complain about it.
illegal trade and that, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see how that shapes up, to be fair. It used to be a thing, a cool thing, didn't it, smoking? Like, it used to be looked at when you see, like, you know, Clint Eastwood and all these people smoking. When people smoke in movies, like, I know that, I think, is it Thomas Shelby from Peaky Blinders and that, like, there's something cool looking about it, but nowadays, like, if you smoke, it's kind of like, ugh, it's like a cringy thing nowadays, and it's kind of funny how it shifted, like, socially like that.
Yeah. If it's like fucking, like you say, Peaky Blinders or Django or something where it's just proper orange and crispy on the end, like just makes you want to fucking flip one open, though.
Yeah, like, fuck it, their lung cancer's worth it.
That's it. Like back in the 60s, man, it was fucking good for you.
Apparently, yeah.
One a
But-
day, good for the liver.
Go on then, Corin, hit us with one more.
Right, I've got two here.
Go on then, hit us with them. We'll have them both.
People with incurable STDs should have to sign a register.
Agreed. Totally 100% agreed.
But who's vetting it though? Who's checking before you fucking get to bed?
Mm,
I agree, but like, who's gonna fucking impose the law? Like, you're on the register, but who's gonna check?
that's a good point. I don't know how you'd implement it, but yeah, let's say, I don't know, let's say you link up with someone, like let's say there's some like Black Mirror shit. You link up with someone, then ding, an application goes up on your phone. It says like, oh, this person has fucking AIDS or whatever, and like you get notified, like community notification, like as soon as you link up with someone that like this person has that, be aware. You know what I mean?
Yeah, to sign up
Yeah.
to dating apps, you have to have like an age verification thing where like you've got to like tick the boxes and scan your documents into proof.
Yeah, you got to
it or
provide it
something.
under the Tinder bio.
Yeah.
It's like likes adventuring, got herpes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, LinkedIn Premium. That's why the fucking that's even more towards the pedos, man. Fucking, they know kids ain't gonna have phones yet, so they ain't gonna ping up on them.
Mm.
You know what I mean? You can get them.
Put it in your filters, no STDs, please.
What about you, Karen? Do you agree that should be a thing?
Yeah, I do. Like, it's not fair, obviously, for them. You know, there are instances where, like, we know of a time where someone has got it, like, through no fault of their own, but they still have that disease, and it is then, you know, they
Yes.
are going to pass it on.
Yeah, it's
unfortunately.
life-changing,
So
yeah.
it
You
is.
gotta
It
live
is.
with it.
It's life changing, and like, you know,
Yes.
like,
It's fucked up not to disclose it. Like you're
And some
you're a bit
people-
of a piece of shit, really. If you've got
yeah,
say like even like crabs, something like that. Like, and I think they're almost like fully died out now because most people shave their pubes because of porn. But apparently, like back in the 90s, and that when people were like still having hair down there, especially women. Like there was like a crab epidemic. Like people had it. You go to college or university, and most people just end up getting crabs. But like say like you hook up with a girl and she just didn't say, oh, by the way, I've got crabs, like, and then you end up getting it. I just think, you fucking bitch, you know what I mean? You know you've got it. Like it would piss me off that they didn't disclose that shit.
Yeah, especially fucking like a week later when you already regret it anyway.
Yeah. You're just scratching your fucking pubes and using a fucking
remember-
toothbrush.
Yeah. I remember finding one of my granddad's pawns under his mattress the once when I was probably fucking 7 or 8. It was just bush everywhere. I was just like, ugh. Like, yo, so hairy, just fucking big swinging titties and just fucking bushy vaginas, man. I was like 8 years old. I was like, man, he wants to look at this.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong, like when I was like in my teens and early 20s, yeah, it used to have to be like I didn't really like any hair, but now as you get older, and I think naturally, like I do like I don't, you know, I prefer it not to be like really fucking hairy around, but like if you got like a fucking like a little landing strip or something, like I'm down with that. You know what I mean? Like I do think it looks more womanly when there's a bit of something to it rather than just looking fucking bald.
Nah, I like it fresh, man.
You like it all gone.
I like it clean.
Don't get me
yeah.
wrong, I ain't fucking against it, but like I do like it when it's got a bit of something to it.
I like it smooth on the tongue, man.
I want it to look like when I go down there, I've got to hit the tash. You know what I mean? It's a bit of fun for us
Yeah.
both, then, eh?
When you're looking back up, giving the fucking blitzkrieg.
Fucking sig healing.
Fucking cleat higher.
Go on, Guard, hit us with the last one.
this is not. It's not a bad one. It's just a little thinker. It's normal to think cartoon characters are sexy.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Sometimes Marge, when she's got her hair down in that robe, man.
Yeah,
Like, yo, damn,
Marge
Marge, I don't know
Simpson
you could-
would get it.
I don't know you wet it like that, baby.
Yeah, yeah.
But you ain't getting like, I don't think you're getting aroused, are you? You're just like, yo.
Don't know.
mean you
I
ain't
reckon
fucking-
Jessica Rabbit was a lot of people's first wanks, or at least first boners.
Mm.
Yeah,
Thick
I
one.
think the way I feel about it, and like this goes with a girl being any sort of race, like ethnicity, whatever. Like, I think for me, like, hot is hot. It's like it can be obviously the way she looks, but it could also be like the way she carries herself, like a vibe, like she's funny or she does this, like, or she's a bit badass, or like a woman can be like attractive and sexy for no means more than just like physical appearance, you know what I mean? Like there can just be like a vibe about them. They're like, it's not about them, it's like fucking hot, man. I can't explain it. Like, so yeah, that applies to a cartoon. Like, so I've been watching a show called Welcome to Derry, which is about Pennywise, like it. And Stacey has only kind of ever seen it. She knows what he looks like, but she'd never seen like the films It and that. And when I said, "Oh, well, let me start watching Welcome to Derry," and it's about Pennywise the clown, she was like, "I don't want to get nightmares and that," because she doesn't do well with that stuff. And the first like episodes like leads in like he's a bastard because he's a shapeshifter. For people who don't know, he ain't just a clown. Like he shows people their worst fears, and then when he finally comes into the show as the clown and he's like doing all these fucking bastardy business, I looked at her and I was like, see, like, and she just went like, she looked at me and she was like, why is he kind of bad though? Like she finds like the dickheadry bastardry like attractive, you know what I mean? Like we went to see Sonic 3 in the theaters, and she kept saying like, "Why is Shadow a baddie though, man?" Like, and I was like, "It's the vibe, you know what I mean? It's hot. Like, you can just be attracted to like these people, these things. Like, hot's hot, man."
So what she's with you, eh? A cunt.
Yeah, probably. Who's the hottest fictional character?
Depends if you're factoring in games, do it?
Anything, yeah, all fiction. It could even be like there's no. It could just be like, say you listen to a book or an audio book, which still counts as like a description of someone. You're like, oh, they sound hot, and you put it in your head how they look, type of thing. Like, in your opinion, who's the hottest fictional character?
Are we talking just cartoons and that then, or
Anything,
fucking
movies,
hell?
cartoons,
I bet me
games.
mama. She's old sexy, ain't she?
Oh yeah, from Young Sheldon.
Who's that? Oh,
Yeah, man.
Yeah, his grandma from Young Sheldon. Yeah, she'd get it, man.
Yeah, me mom.
She's hot. Yeah, she's hot for sure. I don't know who it would be for me either, because like the crushes and stuff that I used to have as a kid were like real people that were just like played fictional characters. So like I remember my first crush was like Kimberly, the Pink Power Ranger. Like she is still her and she's an attractive lady, but like she was fucking hot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think for me the first like doing was fucking Cameron Diaz in The Mask.
Oh yeah,
When
that's
I
a
was a
good one.
kid. That's when I like switched on like, yo, I like this.
Yeah, that red dress was like, damn.
Yeah, man.
What
My
about you,
brain was
Karen?
like
Go on, what was
unlocking.
your first crush when you realised that you like women?
oh, it's gonna make me sound weird.
Oh man.
But like early doors, I'm thinking Lola Bunny from like Space Jam.
Oh yeah, that's an easy one.
Well,
For
that's
me, yeah.
that's she had like, you know, back in the day, like I'm just watching some Looney Tunes, have some basketball game, and then you're like, oh,
Yeah. It's
oh,
like, yo, go on, Bugs, get in.
I
Yeah.
don't care who's winning there. What's going on?
Yeah,
Pass her the ball.
Lola Bunny, she knew what she was doing. They knew what they were doing. They made a sexy purpose. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, also, like, some of these characters are like sexualized. You know what I mean? It's like the purpose is that you find them attractive. Also, from the creators, like, she was sexy. Like, sexy music played when she spoke, and she was like flipping her ear over her face, and like she was doing sexy things. Like, you're meant to find these things sexy. You know what I mean? But I remember you saying you played this because I remember you played this game with someone, Corin, and you came on with me the next day, and you said, "Do you think people can find them attractive?" Because I think people called you weird for saying yes to that, didn't they?
Yeah. Like yeah, but these are the same people that were like, yeah, they were just one toothbrush, so they don't hold much weight.
Yeah, that is true.
In the regard of, like, you know, each to your own, but also use different toothbrushes. So,
What about games? What about like highly detailed game characters? Because obviously that's more to life. I mean, like, is that more
Yeah.
acceptable?
I don't think it's more or less acceptable than ever. I think it's just acceptable on the board. Like, I think if you're attracted to someone or something that isn't real, then it all is acceptable. Like, if you're open to seeing that, like, a Marge Simpson could be hot, then I think it's acceptable for them to say Cortana from Halo is also hot. You know what I mean? It's all
Yeah.
acceptable if you're accepting of one for me.
And you're going to be wanking over AI in a couple of years anyway, so.
Probably
May as
people
well be,
already
yeah.
are. Yeah. How do you feel about that? We might have spoken about that, but how do you feel about that, Corin? Let's say you had a wank and then you looked afterwards, whatever, and you was like, oh, that was all AI. Like, do you think you'd feel weird about doing that to AI? Or you're like, I've busted and I don't care.
I'm in a different mood when I'm in that zone, and I don't like.
Yeah,
you
you
have
don't
the
wanna
post
look,
nut.
do you?
You have the post nut, and you're like, oh man, what? Like, how have I got here? What's going on?
Yeah, that
Like,
guilt and you just shoot
But
that
like
top lid down.
in the moment, it's just like you got a filter on your eyes, and you just don't. Your brain
It's
just
true,
like
yeah.
all
Yeah,
of your brain just
fucking-
switches off apart from that little fucking lobe that's just like fucking get it.
It's true. It's true. We all pieces of shit of men, ain't we, man? Like, it's all,
Yeah.
once your dick's like, dang, that's all it's focused on is like getting that end away, man. It don't care, does it?
Yeah. Just becomes the primary driver, don't you?
It does,
Like the
man.
little brain in there, like my turn to drive, and then he just fucks off again.
Yeah, yeah. I'd feel weird about it personally, like AI porn and stuff like that. Like, I don't know. Like,
I
it's
think
weird. Like, I've watched porn, obviously done my business, and then found out afterwards that the actress that I watched is now dead, and that made me feel weird. You know what I mean? Like, let alone something that's not completely real. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't. It's such a weird. It's dystopian. You know what I mean? It's a weird border mentally to be like that's not existing. I've just done it over nothing. But again, like going on what I just said, like hot's hot though. If you find it hot, you find it hot, man.
Plus, like, it ain't like it's much of a meaningful fucking time, is it, for men? It's just like I'd find out if it was AI, and I'd just be like, fucking back to my day. Let's make a sandwich.
Let's go back kind of full circle and let's get controversial with it. So I saw a thing a while ago with AI because these deep fakes and stuff were happening a while ago when they were trying to ban them. And I think they even banned the subreddit like deep fakes and things because obviously celebrities were getting used as porn things and they were like, I don't like that. My face is out there and that being done to it. But I did see there was a controversial topic once of saying that like, how would people feel about pedophiles not acting on it, but them having AI porn to sort of get their business on?
It's hard to answer, ain't it, man?
It's tough, yeah.
Because like obviously no kids are being harmed or
Yeah.
taken advantage of. They get the fix, but at the same time, just imagine some little sweaty fucker in some like basement, just like cracking away, man.
Yeah, I wouldn't be. I
I
wouldn't
think
be
though
okay
as
with
well.
it.
I think the problem with that as well is it's kind of it kind of allows it and affirms it, and then it probably fucking points them more towards wanting to get the real thing, though.
encouragement of like, oh, it's accessible now, and like obviously they could have, like, it could be any which way they want. They could have ones where like, you know, the full video, like them going and getting them in the van, and then like, you know,
Upload their own face.
the whole story. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the storyline where like
they're there for the plot. You know what I mean? Like.
Scan themselves in.
Imagine the plots on them, man. Just like the kindergarten teacher. Like, you got detention?
Imagine that though. Like scanning your own face. Fucking yeah, put me in this video, right?
Yeah.
Put me in a van. Nice van.
That's what I was
That's
going to
a new
say
one.
next, though, to be fair, because with the whole deepfake thing, if you start allowing AI, child porn, fucking whatever it may be, then who's to say that, like, you're not just looking through these idiotic people on Facebook that are just allowing their son in a bath for anyone to just see on Facebook or whatever, and then they're just taking that and be like, put that face on this fucking AI video, and then, you know what I mean? Like, it's, you can't do it, but I saw there was a whole thing socially back and forth whether it should be acceptable or not, because on one hand these people do exist, you know what I mean, and like do you kind of cater to them because then it's not really harming someone, and that might be an out that they need, that they don't go out and start causing that. But then on the other hand, like, yeah, that could be like the thing that might push him over the edge and be like, oh, that does look amazing, I need to go and do something about that. And it's like, you can't have it. But yeah, it's a weird fucking grey area that they're trying to toe the line with, which I don't know. I saw. Go on, carry on.
Kinks only with porn, kinks, and sexualized stuff. They only tend to just escalate over time, man.
Yeah, this is why I don't allow anything in my ass, as we spoke about before, man. It's a slippery slope for me, that is, man. I can't allow it.
Get your fucking TKL keyboard in there eventually. Oh, the brown switches.
I like the way it clicks.
Let's have the clackies on today, please.
Yeah. Well, there's been some interesting topics there, to be fair. I did like those controversial answers, though. But I think me, like, the idea, because me and Colin were speaking before, obviously we went live and things like that. And I said, like, I like the idea of Colin coming on because although we're very similar in a lot of things and the things that we're into and that, and in our views and things too, we'll have like debates back and forth on things, and we'll both sort of play devil's advocate with each other. Whereas like I'll do that with me and you, but at the end of the day, like if you say, "Yo, what do you think about that?" Me and you are usually just like, Yeah, we agree. You know what I mean? Like, it's very
Yeah.
rare that we disagree with something. Like, we'll play devil's advocate off each other to be like, let's see what you think about it on this side of things. But it's very rare that we'll have like opposing opinions. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Fucking call him out then.
There's nothing to call out. But I do want to bring up, because I asked you the other day, Kyron, I want to know like your take further on this. So you said if you had a boy as a baby, you'd happily get him circumcised.
Yep.
But why, man?
Just get it off. No messing.
So
No problems.
So Ryan is a completely unbiased. Well, not really unbiased because I think he has his foreskin, but he's not really been involved in this conversation. So, like, Ryan, you hearing that, how, and you have a son, what's your thoughts on that?
I'm not like offended by it, like it's a massive fucking game changer, like life changing event. But just leave the kid the way it's born. Leave stuff on it, man. Keep it normal.
So, like, Karen, what about if you have a son, you get him circumcised, and then like he's 18, 20, comes to you and say, Dad, the girls that I'm getting with just keep saying that my dick's weird or not like the others because I don't have a foreskin. I was like, why did you do it? Like, why didn't you leave it up to me and my choice?
Well, I'd say to him, well, look here, you know, I had a problem in my mid-20s and I had to get it off. And I just thought I'd save you the trouble in case you take after me.
Oh,
In that regard.
it's a common trouble, is it? Does everyone have it?
Some people. No, there is like some people go like there is I wouldn't know if you'd call it disease, ailment,
Affliction?
condition. I don't know what the right word is. Where like it is naturally tighter and doesn't retract.
Yeah, it happened to my
Like-
little brother as well, to be fair.
Yeah. So, you know, I'm not saying that's what happened in my instance, but you know, these people go through life, and then like that, because like when you think of like either way, I feel like I know it's not natural, but it is normal for people to have circumcisions. So in that regard, like it shouldn't be like you just gone, oh, people think my dick's weird, but I don't think it should be that. I think it should be like, oh, it's one of the two, like unless it's like proper like curly or something, you know, then it's weird.
I don't know how it works and if it's like privatized or what. But what if it cost $1,000 to do?
Oh, so like if the doctor says, okay, it's a boy, do you want him circumcised? And Karen's like, oh, yeah, I want him circumcised. It's like, yeah, that's £1,000, please.
Yeah, because it's like a private operation, like you
Yeah,
can't
it's
just
not
stand it on
it's
NHS.
cosmetic in it, I guess. It's not like needed.
Yeah.
It's not he's not diseased or anything.
I think at that point, in that regard, it'd be a case of does he need it doing? Like, can you tell if he's going to have like this affliction where it's going to be like tighter and it's going to cause him trouble in the future? And if it is, or like you think it might, then yeah, I'd pay it. But you know, I'd probably see how he gets on with it in that regard.
I've actually got an expert in the other room. He's in a therapy session at the minute.
Who's put the stethoscope to the wall? You do go, I love these little dicks, man.
Let's get a look at that little dick professionally.
I love push pops.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a tricky one for me, that, man, because I see it as mutilation, especially like by choice. Like if you've got a medical condition or an affliction, or I don't know, let's say you've got a fucking moly dick and a moly foreskin, it looks like the salt around a fucking margarita fucking glass or something, you know what I mean? Like, and then understandably fucking lock that off. But like if you're born and say like, oh, it works and it's better for me, so like I'm gonna save you the trouble, like I don't feel like that's right for me.
What if he gets to 18, hasn't got it off, would have benefited from having it off, and now it's causing him problems, and now he's got to go through the whole recovery process at 18, though? And then he comes to me and is like, "Oh man, you knew this could be a thing. Why didn't you do that now? Then so I wouldn't have had to deal with it."
I'd then say, like, for me personally, I'd say just be glad you had a normal dick for 18 years, and son.
But it wouldn't have been though if it was causing him grief.
Also, to go back on your topic, Josh, you said like it shouldn't be looked at as like that my dick's weird. It should be looked at as like it's either one or the other. You're either circumcised or not. And I feel like that is obviously depending where you are in the world already kind of like that. But I think the thing why it's looked at as different and weird is because you're not born that way. No one's born circumcised. You know what I mean? So it is different from the norm because it is a medical procedure. It's like you're not born. Well, there's probably maybe some people, but you're not born with without an appendix. You know what I mean? Like, what about if he had like a third nipple? Like, I've got a third nipple. What about if he was born with a third nipple and the doctor said, "You want to just lop that off?" Would you lop it off or would you keep it on?
I think that would depend on how big it is and where it is. Like,
Just a regular
it's-
size nip, and it's just under the other one.
I mean,
Oh no, I'm getting rid of that for him.
yeah, as I say, if he's there, yeah. But okay, but like I follow along for that. He's your kid, boy, girl, doesn't matter. Born with an extra finger, but it's like better for like holding pencils or pens, or like it's proper. Like it'd be an advantage to have that extra finger for stuff.
Mm.
Would you keep it or would you fuck it off because it's, she's got 6 fucking fingers, or he's got 6 fingers.
No, I'm getting rid of that. Anything that's going to stand him out and getting bullied, I'm getting rid of it.
But what if she'd bear at swim? Okay, Webb Dans, she could be a fucking cracking swimmer. Like, you know what I mean? Like getting gold for England. Like, where would you rate that in terms of,
Kids don't give a fuck how many lengths you're doing. You're getting bullied.
Yeah, who cares if you got your 400
Yeah,
meter badge? You're going to be called Frog Girl for the rest of your life. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but what if but then you're like in that regard, if like it was guaranteed like that they were going to be like an amazing swimmer and could get gold for England or whatever country, like top of the profession, if you'd have kept a bit of fucking webbing on their hand, like they'd probably resent you, like a little bit. It's
maybe,
difficult.
but then there's nothing like them sort of doing it when they're older. Like at the same time, like I don't know. Let's say like I had a kid and he had like 6 fingers. I do agree with Ryan that like the part of me would be like get it off now because kids are cruel and I don't want him to be the freak at school and I'd see all that. But then if I could just like look into the future and just see that he's like a shredder on guitar and he's the next fucking Jimi Hendrix.
Well,
or whatever,
yeah, exactly. Guitar.
I'm keeping that shit on and just saying, look, man, just trust me, this will work out for you. But realistically, like that, obviously, it doesn't work like that. So, like, yeah, anything that's going to cause them troubles in life and picked at just because they're different and stuff like that, yeah, like, I don't want them going through life and people picking on them, and especially like today, like, kids are fucking crawling with
They are,
group
man.
chats and stuff, and like, all the cyberbullying and shit. Like, yeah, I won't be able to deal with that shit. I'd want to get that sorted for them.
It's gonna be. Do you want kids, Karen?
I'm 50-50 on them. So like I feel that's my answer is that like I feel if you're not 100% in on a kid, then you shouldn't really, unless it's an accident.
I'll back that up as someone who was 100% all the way in. I'd say if you
He's now
ain't
95%.
out, if you ain't 100% on the dot in for having them, don't fucking have them.
Yeah.
And
Like if
even
it's
then,
just like let's do it. But like,
even then, like you
nah,
said, though, like you was 100%, you always wanted a family and stuff like that. And even now, you're like, ooh, like it's tough, like it's hard work. So, like, even if you think you're prepared, like it's still a lot to take on. Even then, you know what I mean?
yeah, I think it depends like what kind of people you are in life, man, and just what you do with your spare time and fucking, how calm you are and fucking relaxed and fucking like patient. But just, I don't know, if you've got kind of a slow, boring life that you want to like fill with fucking extra people and love, like it's good. But if you were fucking chilling nicely before, keep it chilling nicely, man.
Let me ask you both this. Obviously, Ron, you'll have maybe more insight to it as being a parent. Granted, your kid's only like young. But let's say you have a daughter and you find out at like 17, 18, she starts on OnlyFans, man. How do you feel about that as a father?
Oh, I think you got to go mad, ain't you? Yeah.
But what about? Let me add this to the mix. Then what about if she's doing it and she's earning like 5 to 10 grand a month?
Fucking hell, what else do you need? Any extra light bars, cameras? What can we get you?
Need a photographer, videographer.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's tough,
yeah,
innit?
man. It's a tough one, yeah, but like, if they're genuinely fucking happy doing it, you know what I mean? They ain't been like groomed in, and it's earning a lot of fucking money. Like, just bide your time. Like, don't do it forever. You know what I mean?
Just think you'd look at it though, like, yeah, I'm here and I'm supportive of you, but in the back of your head, you're like, I wish my daughter weren't a slag and she just wanted to be a lawyer or something instead. You think like porn stars' fathers and stuff like that, like think that way. Like it's natural to be like, yeah, I'm happy she's doing well and she's bought her own house and she's financially successful, but I wish it was like in a different venture.
Yeah, because if we were like in Morrison's together or something, and some lad comes up like, "Hey, I've seen you," be like, "Oh, you're gonna feel spineless, are you?"
It's weird when it's a daughter though, but how do you feel about it now you've got a son if you find out that your son got into porn?
It's a weird one because obviously he's gonna be probably fucking in his 20s or something by the time it happens. So, like, you think of him as a kid, but like if he's like 20 odd, I'm just like, fucking fair play, lad.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But you don't feel that way about your daughter. You don't feel
Nah,
like a
it's
20-year-old
more
daughter like,
precious, ain't it?
go on, man, you can get that dick. You know what I mean? It's weird that you don't see it the same way.
It's just the way fucking society is and just genders, ain't it?
I think I feel this way personally because maybe I don't have a kid, so I don't have that maternal, paternal instinct kick in, whatever. But I think for me, the way I feel about it on the outside is that daughter, son, gay or lesbian or whatever they're into, I'd want them to get as much dick or pussy that they'd want to get, personally. Like I'd be like, fucking do it, man. Like I'd be happy for them. Obviously, I don't want them fucking being passed around at a fucking party. But like, if I found out they had multiple partners and they were out there killing it, I'd be like, fucking fair play, man. Like my dad was like it with me when he found out that I was up to stuff. He was like, fucking lucky bastard. Like he weren't like angry about it. You know what I mean? He was kind of like, fair play. Like I wish I was up to that when I was when I was your age and shit. And yeah, I don't care. I wouldn't care if they're gay. Like if I had a son and he was gay, I'd be like, get all the fucking dick you can, kid. You know what I mean? Like, but maybe it's because I'm not a parent. But that's how I see it from the position I'm in right now in life.
Yeah, and I think with the porn as well, if it's like just fucking professional and you're just turning up to a set, like cameras everywhere, fucking lighting people, like we're just at work. Like to them, they're just working, aren't
Yeah, it's tough though. It's a weird. There's a lot of shady shit. I was reading a Reddit post yesterday, and it was like people that have worked in the porn industry. What's like weird or controversial things you saw, and one of them was like a lot of directors like flip the script and stuff, so they'll get like the porn stars, obviously mostly the women, to sign up the contract saying you're going to come in, it's just a boy girl scene, you're going to do the usual, get the money shot, you're both paid on film, bada bing, bada boom. But apparently, what they do is get them to sign the contract for this, but then like change it up the next day. So she'd go in thinking that she's just getting regular hetero sex, and then they'd turn it where like, nah, today you're getting fisted, and they're like, what? They're like, yeah, that's what you're doing. It was like a lot of stuff like that. And it's like, damn, that's like some shady shit. You know what I mean? And like, and obviously there's a lot of weird shady shit and manipulation and people taking advantage of people in that industry. That knowing your kid was in it, also for me, it would be like, like what shit they're getting into that they're not happy with, or what they're getting like talked into that they're not wanting to do. Like, I'd be worried about that. But if it was just like clean, safe, and it was just like turning up to a movie set and everyone was all professional and that, then yeah, fuck it, why not? You know what I mean? It's just another job then, eh?
they? Yeah, man.
I
Yeah, I
wonder
think
how
so.
porn will be looked at in the future, because obviously it's the world's oldest profession is prostitution, and obviously it's human nature to want to have sex and fuck all the time. But like, you know, like even if you look back 10, 15 years ago at the idea of like seeing a naked woman, you'd have to like scour the internet and all this type of stuff. But now, like, OnlyFans is a thing, and like regular people that you walk down the street has maybe got one. You can like sign up and see this person naked, and people you went to school with and all that type of shit. Like, I wonder how it's one going to evolve, and two, how it'll be looked at in future generations. Like, if they'll be like, fucking hell, they were like out of control. Like, I wonder if it'll like rubber band back the other way and they start becoming like more prude again, or if it'll just get like more sexualized.
Yeah, do you think the lack of mystery just takes away from it these days?
Yeah, I think it's like the equivalent to bring back to the start, looking at a fucking box and just seeing the three pictures and be like, let me try this game. You know what I mean? It's sometimes
Yeah.
it's something like, I'll just try this and oh man, this turned out to be class, but if you can just go on the internet and see everything, it's like like it's kind of took away. Like yeah, when I see it in person, it's also like fuck it out. This is amazing still, but imagine if it would have just been like all a surprise and the mysticism was still there.
There should be like, well, there might be, but there should be like a fucking shuffle. Like, I'm feeling lucky button on fucking Pornhub. You know, like on Google.
Oh man,
That's a risky game, though, ain't it?
I don't know
Yeah,
if I'd
get-
get in for that.
You get one spin, you have to just stick with it.
I'll say we do it as part of the podcast, and then we have to go away and just bust it up to it.
Yeah, like fucking come back later, like book review. How did you get on?
What did you have?
I got off
the
already about
scene.
fucking 6.5 minutes. Hang on.
I remember once, Dirty Sanchez, if anyone remembers those, they were basically like Jackass, but from Wales, and they were like obviously like they were more extreme than Jackass. They did some like really like you have to watch it through your fingers stuff, and they did a movie, and I can't remember what they called it. It was like Slimy Donkey. It was something like that. And what they do is they have to all go in the bathroom and come in a condom, and the person that had the least cum in the condom had to put the condom with the most over the face.
Oh,
And the dude called Dan Joyce, and he was the most fucked up one. Like he was a freak. He was like, "Oh man, it was the first time I've been alone in a hotel last night for the first time. So I busted 5 out last night. It was like I've got nothing left, man."
oh
He was
God.
like, "Fuck something." He lost, but then he like put it over his head. He was like, like licking it and shit, man, because he was a madhead. But I was like, "Oh, imagine like just doing that on film, man. That's just out there forever."
It's
All in your hair and everything.
How many days prep? But obviously, if it's just like a turn up and it's like, oh, this is what we're doing today, like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, apparently they had like I remember the movie coming out. I didn't go and see it in the cinema because I think I was too young. But I remember like watching it. I remember they had like in the front of the cinema, like in the cinema, like where there's a back of a chair in front of you. There was like sick bags attached to each chair because people were literally like throwing up. Like on one of them, because the whole thing was to go to different countries and to like they commit like a 7 deadly sin. And one of the things that one of them does is they go to Japan and they go to the Yakuza and they get like a cigar cutter and they cut like the end of his little finger off with the Yakuza and slam his off. And it's like, oh. And one of them, which is the one that I couldn't like watch properly, is one of them called Pancho. He's like a small guy and he's quite tubby. He goes and has liposuction. He gets the fat sucked out of him. And then one of them has to drink it. It's fucking disgusting, man.
And you meet him as well.
Yeah, I skated with Darrington because he had a skateboard brand. But yeah, I skated with him a couple of times. I used to have a Dirty Sanchez shirt and they'd all signed it and stuff. Like, yeah, they're cool dudes in real life and stuff, and they all do like different stuff now. One of them is like a complete vegetarian and he like runs like triathlons and shit now. Like they've all just seemed to like just got their life together and stuff. But when they were younger, man, they did mad shit. Like one of them, I remember like an episode that they did is they get on like a ladder, like a giant ladder in the middle of a field, and one of them just hits it with a car.
Why not, man?
But TV like that don't exist anymore, man. Like old MTV, it was class back in the day. Like Jackass, you had Celebrity Deathmatch and stuff like that. Like the 90s and early 2000s were like cool TV, man.
It's a weird one, ain't it, to just think about before having TV and then it just turning up in people's houses and then like fucking 20 years later people are just staring at it for 10 hours a day. Just that's all they do, just sit there and watch that. Like I wonder if they foresaw like how much it would just fucking take over. Because what was on TV at that start, like fucking news and a couple of shitty fucking silent movies. And then
Yeah.
like 30 years later people are just fucking staring at it all night.
Yeah, well, the phones are that now, innit, I suppose. People are just staring at the phones all day. But TV's even better now than it used to be in terms of like actual content. Like it used to be like movies was number one. TV shows, like it used to be a thing that like if you was a big actor, like say a Sylvester Stallone, giant movie star, but then if a few years later in his career he was on like a TV show, it's like, he fell off, he's on TV, but now it's like the other way around almost, you know what I mean? Like if you're on a big TV show, like that's the next big actor.
Yeah. And then just them fucking QVC fucking sales channels, do you remember them?
Oh
I got
man.
this beautiful bracelet. Like sometimes I'd stay up like at my nan's too late and it would just be like fucking 1 a.m. and then they were the only channels still left on. Like, we got this beautiful Prudent necklace here for fucking $17.99. Call us now, call us.
That's the thing, yeah. Like channels used to go off like after like 11 p.m. or something. They used to be like, "This is the last one," and he's gonna like boop, and just like it'd be nothing. That channel was like turned off. Imagine that. I wonder if that still happens now. And they have Netflix and that. Imagine just like if Netflix at just a certain time, like after 11 p.m., you can't stream anything. It just went down. Like I can't imagine it being like that now.
It must have been, because obviously now there's so many adverts and fucking just ads on everything, that back then it probably cost more to just keep fucking broadcasting than it would have made. You know what I mean? Especially overnight hours. But now you just fucking run ads. You just run ads indefinitely now, don't you? And you just get paid for them.
Yeah, some TV shows now are fucking great though, and then man, like I remember one of the first big TV shows I watched. Because I used to obviously love movies and stuff when I was a kid, but the first like TV show that I watched, I was like, oh, this is like up there with like any sort of movie. Was like The Sopranos, man. And I was like, damn, this is like movie like but longer. And then I guess the next like big wave that I sort of got that hit with again was like Game of Thrones, Breaking Bad, where I was like, yo, this is like movie quality, but like for longer, like episodically. And it took a big shift, man. Like the TV is way better than movies now, but.
I had a lot of stuff that I'd like lock into weekly or like daily, like fucking Simpsons or Friends or stuff like that. But I think the first show, that was like big and produced and like acted out of stuff that I watched on weekly was Lost, man.
Lost was a
when
big
that
one
first
back
dropped.
in the day as well.
It was like 2002 or 3, and I was only like fucking 9 years old or something. Well, Lost was fucking cool, and it was like, shit, we gotta wait till next week to see the next one.
Yeah, and it ended up being fucking shit and all for nothing. I remember Heroes was as good as well when that first came out.
Yeah, I liked fucking Doctor Who as well, and what's that other one with that fucking American actor?
Fucking, I'll be more specific.
You're on about Torchwood.
Yeah, he got it.
Fucking hell! What? You know
It
what?
was.
It's a Doctor Who spin-off, in fairness.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
it
Fucking
tracks.
hell! What the fuck, man? I was gonna say I'll go to a quiz bi-weekly with Kyron, and I've never seen him shit out like that. And a fucking vague answer.
I dropped the
No,
two
with an
Doctor Who
American
questions last
accent.
time.
What's up with the American accent? Oh no, this specific show. I was like, what the
Nah.
fuck?
He was like quite a big American actor at the time, and he
It's
had
John
a fucking,
Barrowman.
yeah, that's it, big motherfucker.
Yeah, I remember the show. I remember the show, to be fair, but I never
I
watched
like
it.
Torchwood.
I forgot you
Oh.
was like really into Doctor Who. To be fair, that seems like on like like I can't imagine you sitting there and watching fucking Doctor Who.
Yeah,
No, I'd have to
The-
write. I wouldn't have said that either. I don't know you that well, but if like you don't scream,
He loved it. To be
Doctor Who
fair,
me.
yeah, I was hard in on it, man. Just
like I used to say, "Come on, Skype, man, let's chat." He'd be like, "Oh, I'm watching this episode of Doctor Who. I'll come on after this." I'm like, "Fucking hell, man."
I only got into it during David Tennant, and then like Matt Smith just smashed it, man.
Yeah,
Proper good.
it's true.
Yeah, I could
I-
never get into it.
I dropped off on it. To be fair, like I think when Peter Capaldi took over after
Yeah, I don't watch any of it.
Thingy, I dropped off on that, and I haven't watched any.
Those
since,
are
to be
the only
fair.
ones that I've actually seen.
The Peter Capaldi
properly.
ones.
Yeah, because I was dating a girl at the time that was really into it. So she used to come to mine on the nights that, like, I think it was like every Friday night or something, a Doctor Who episode would come out, and she used to just put BBC iPlayer on and watch it. And like, I actually liked him because obviously I've got no other preference of what the other Doctor Who's are like, but I liked him. But I just couldn't get into the show, man. It's too. I love sci-fi, but I didn't like how shit the effects were. And I used to just say to her, like, look how shit that looks, like the TARDIS flying through that fucking wormhole, or whatever. And he's like, yeah, but it's part of the show. That's what it is. I was like, it's just like one of BBC's biggest fucking shows. Put some budget into it, man. Like, I hated how cheesy it looked. Like,
They couldn't up the effects because you were watching it on iPlayer with no fucking TV license.
I had a TV license at the time. Well, my parents
through
did,
your
or
mum.
whatever. Yeah, but
Yeah.
yeah, I couldn't. Because I've got no nostalgic ties to it, that when I saw it as like a viewer of like the time, I was like, like it doesn't seem like part of the charm to me. It just looks like it's cheap. And I couldn't
think
get
for
into it.
us, it's like a good entryway between scary-ish but not too extreme. It's like you get some tensity and fucking like some anticipation, but it's not like proper scary and gory.
Mm.
It's like a pussy horror, basically. That's why we like it.
I'd say some of the episodes though I was fucking terrified. When the Weeping Angels first come about, man,
Oh,
they were fucking
man.
horrid. Like
That's
fucking door
The
open, light
silence.
on the landing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking,
Like I said before, I play a lot of horror games with Corin. I've seen horror movies with him in the cinema for the past 15 years. And he's a jumpy guy. And I love it. I love making jump. We're playing horror games together. I'll purposely make him jump and he'll squeal and stuff. And it's funny, man. But like I said before, and I don't know if you know about this, Corin, but Ryan he's up there with you, man. But he don't ever get himself in those scenarios. But I need us to play a game or something like that together, man. Like, I need to hear you scream and jump. I want to see how you handle it, because we've spoken about this for years, but you keep away from that. Understandably, if you're not into it or it scares you, but yeah, you don't ever put yourself in those situations. Whereas Corin, he likes it. It's a bit of a thrill for him, whatever. But yeah, like you don't really get into that stuff, do you, man? But I need to see you squeal, man.
No, man, I don't give the game away, man. It's like why fucking go into the sea, man, if you don't like sharks?
Because it's fun. Like, it's genuinely fun. Like, and some of these games, it is fun to be scared. Like, you kind of want to be scared. Like, I'm not someone that's a jumpy person, so I'll play these horror games and this stuff as well. But I'll go in like wanting to be scared, because it's so rare for me to. Because especially if you see horror movies a lot, there's obviously certain tropes. So like, if you watch enough horror movies, you'll see like someone's gonna pop out in a minute just because you see the camera angle in a certain way. You know what I mean? Like, it's very predictable. So like, if you play a game or something, it's the same things. Like, it sets up or builds up. Like, you see the camera pan, you think something's gonna jump out in a minute, or the music gets a bit quiet, and you think it's something loud's coming. But if something can get you and it's not cheap, and it's done in a creative way, like, that's exciting to me. It's like, oh, they've figured out a way to like get me. And I'll look for that. Like, it's kind of like an adrenaline thing, and I like horror. Like, so I want to explore and play these things. And when I'm surrounded by people like Corin and other people that like audibly scream and like make noises and stuff like that, like, that's fun for me because I'm living through them. You know what I mean? It's fun.
Yeah, line something up then, man. We'll fucking stream it. Find something.
I don't know what, Corin. What should we all? What do you reckon would all work?
What scares me? Like, I've tried Phasmophobia in VR once, twice. Never seen a ghost, and I remember walking in, and like I just heard one of the doors creak open. It's like I turned and I seen it open. I went, nah, that's enough for me. To be fair, I think, and I just turned it off. Like, not even like properly, not even like, oh, I'm just gonna exit the game through the menu, go back. And I took the heads off and I turned it off. Like, I was not interested.
VR
like,
is a different level, though.
Yeah, it was awful, to be fair. Because like, I think when we play the games, I know I'm jumpy and I know something's going to make me jump, but I know it ain't going to get me. So it's not coming after me, so it's fine. But that time when I was in the VR, I was there. I was in the head. Like, there's a kitchen countertop there, like, that you could like feel like you could just drop something on, and then you just hear a door go, and I'm like, oh nah, I'm all right, thank you. Like, and just, you heard it the other day when that thing dropped in my shower, like, and I was home alone.
Oh,
I was
man.
like, oh,
so let me set this up. So I think we was playing a horror game at the time, and I heard like a big crash coming from Corin's mic, and he went, yo, what the fuck was that? And then I heard him like I heard like his headset get put on the table or his desk or whatever, and then I heard him like step away from his mic, and I heard him going, hello?
Oh,
Hello? And, like, I could tell by his voice, like the wobbling of his neck going like, hello? Like, it was genuine fear. And like, I said, maybe it was one of your cats. He was like, yeah, they're both here staring at me like something just happened out there, man. And he was like, he was genuinely scared.
Yeah, I looked up, I had one cat on top of my computer that just didn't give a fuck. And then the other one, I looked down and she was just like, what the fuck was that? I was like, oh, nah, if you don't know what the fuck it was, what chances have I got? What it was, it's like...
Go on, carry on.
I've just got an adhesive, like, one of them water sealed like mirrors in the shower, like, that just stick on, and it just fell off in the shower and just made a big bang. But obviously, didn't know what it was. I was home alone. Fucking big noise. Problem for me.
At least if you had your wobbly voice on the intruders, I'd just be like, we can't kill this pussy here.
Well, this is what I mean. Like,
just tell him to get back in his room.
I picked up my lightsaber. Like, that's the only thing I had with me. Like, I was like walking around. Like, if someone sees me with that, like, they either think, "Oh, no, he's got a fucking lightsaber," or like, "Oh man, what a fucking nerd! I'm gonna
It's
one
like,
bomb
oh
him."
man,
Like,
we've definitely interrupted his game of chess, and he's come out with his lightsaber.
yeah, it was the only thing I had to hand, to be fair. And like, the hilt is quite metal, so like, if you crack someone with the wrong end of it, you would do a bit of damage. That's the only thing I thought of. But,
Yeah,
I
they'd,
think-
they'd probably just say like, "We're just gonna take your stuff, mate. Get back in your room. You'll be
Get
alright."
back in- yeah, give me that while I'm at it. That looks expensive. Take that.
That hilt looks special.
Yeah. Just turn on.
I think if it was all to get on a game, because me and Kyle have played a lot together, I think it's fair that we all get in a game where we've not all played it, so we don't know what to expect, because that makes it more fun. Because if it's like a game where me and Kyle have played, it'll take the scary away from you, because you'll be like, oh, this is going to happen. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's fair if we all go in blind, but I have no idea I don't even know what's out there. Like, we play some indie ones, some I've never even heard of before until someone says, yo, buy this. Sometimes like £8, and we play them for like 40 hours. Like, some are really fun. Well, yeah, we'll have to figure out a game to all play, because I think it would be fun, man. And I've got clips on my like Twitch where I've made like Kyron jump, and they're fucking hilarious, man. Like, the noises he makes are so funny.
There's that one, isn't there, where like I'm obviously walking and I've got my hand on my mouse and you make me scream and obviously I just fucking shake. So like your camera is looking at my character, he's just fucking on a mad
Yeah,
wobble.
like spinning, looking at the
you just
ceiling.
like fucking you just trod on some electric or something.
But
Just
at
like-
least I'm not like a bastard. You know what I mean? I don't like go in there and try and make you jump or anything on purpose.
You just said you did.
Yeah, it is.
I don't
fun.
sit next to you in the cinema if we see a horror because he will grab my leg when we're watching them, like just halfway through. Like, I'm not into it.
Yeah, it is funny though. But it's fun, man. It's fun, you know what I mean? Like, it's fun to be scared sometimes. I mean, it ain't fun if someone's like coming at you with a fucking knife in a car park. That ain't fun. But like, if you're like, you know, that's why roller coasters and shit exist. Granted, I don't like them, but like that like, oh fuck, I'm falling type of thing. Like, it's fun. It's fun to be scared sometimes.
It's the afterthought, ain't it? Of like, yo, I fucking survived.
Mm.
Let's do it again.
When was the last time you was truly, truly scared?
Fucking hell. I sold the car about fucking 7-8 years ago, and this geezer was from Manchester. And he came down in a van, like a trailer van, and I sold him this car, and it was like he was just an old school geezer, so he didn't know you could check online for like the details of the car and that. And he thought I'd sold him a car with like no MOT and like stuff was fucked on it and that, like with the logbook and that. And he called me, man. He was like, he texted me, like he called me a couple of times, and I was just waking up, and I just text him saying like, "Oh, just give me like 20 minutes, mate. I'll call you." But no, he was fucking raging, man. He like called me, and he was like, "You think I'm some kind of dickhead? You?" Fucking screaming down the phone. He went, "I'm gonna come and put my van through that fucking house window." I was like, "Fucking hell!" I was like, mate, calm down, man. He's like, "You saying it had no MOT?" And I was like, "Man, you could check online that the MOT's there." I like calmed him down over the phone. He was like, "You saying I'm gonna come and put my fucking van through your window?"
Yeah, especially a stranger you can't trust him, you might.
From Manchester as well, man.
What about like from like media, like a TV show or a game or a movie, like when something that's like scared you from that?
Don't know, man. Probably the fucking, I don't know, what was it now?
Remember Uncharted scaring you?
No, I don't need to mention that one. But when I was a kid, man, I was watching a film with my nan. It was like, it's a well-known film, but I can't think of the title. It's just like a horror film. But people were
Connor
just
probably
fucking-
guess it.
yeah.
American.
Yeah.
It's Critters.
Nah. But I was watching it with my nan, and like I was probably only fucking 5, and like people were just fucking floating, bleeding from the eyes. Like this nail just went through this fucking woman's head, like just telekinetically. And I was like, no, I don't like this. And she was like, me neither. She turned it off.
Oh god. Yeah,
But yeah, it was. I'm sure it was on like fucking teletext or something. She was like, "What's this? Let's have a look."
fucking teletext. Oh, get off.
But I mean, like teletext of like the TV schedule.
Yeah.
It's a well-known horror film, though, man. It was like late 90s. But nah, just shit like that. Nasty.
Did you put that on for you? Like, did you think you'd be into it, or was
No,
that
no,
just
she
like,
was- She was just scrolling through the channels, and we like watched a few minutes of it. And she didn't want to watch it either, but we just watched it for some reason for a bit, and then we just agreed to turn it off.
Don't you think any of the sort of horror icons or anything are a bit cool? Like, do you think any of them are cool?
I mean, stuff like logical, like fucking, like I Am Legend. Like that's kind of scary, but that's a cool film. I mean, end of the world kind of thing. But Saw and stuff like that, though, that's just
Just
I
torture
just hit the
porn,
deck
isn't
when I
it?
watch them.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah,
Like,
like, I just feel
Ryan's
funny.
prone to fainting as well.
Yeah,
Like
I'm a big
he
fan.
faints. Like his girlfriend once, well, she was a girlfriend at the time. Her dad had like knee surgery, and she told Ryan about it. Like, yeah, that this happened and they did this, and he just fainted in his lap.
But like I tried to play it off, man, because he was in the hospital after he'd had it done, and he was like saying, "Yeah, they fucking sliced me open here, and this feels like this, and they've drilled that there," and I was like, "It's getting warm in here." I was like, "Yeah, let me get my hoodie off, man. It's getting a bit warm in here."
Don't
And then I was
I
just-
need to get you on some of these games or something, man.
Yeah, and then I was like, "Yeah, I think I'm going." I just put my head between my lap, and then I just went, "Ugh," I just fucking flopped. And then I just fucking embarrassingly just heard like, "Yep, he's gone. Prop him up."
It's like one of
Oh,
those
man.
fucking sheep, man.
Yeah, the goats that freeze up.
Oh,
I don't I don't have anything like that. Like I can't watch anything like a horror film. Like obviously when people are messing with eyes and stuff, it's a bit like like you wince. Like I remember what me and Corin went. Maybe the last horror film we went to see was Terrifier 3, and they're like gory, man. And there's one scene in it where like just visually there's a woman in it and she's like gross looking, like she's almost hard to
Yeah.
look at. And she just pulls out a glass shard and just starts fucking a pussy with it, like stabbing a pussy. And it's like, and I remember looking at Corin and Corin was just like, what? He was like,
No,
sorry.
It weren't a good one for me. That one. That was that. The rest of when he bombs the kids, that I was fine with that. But like that woman did to herself was just. I
I looked at him, man, and the
I don't
utter
think
like
it's for me.
disgust on his face. He was like, I can't believe what I'm seeing. Like he was disgusted by it. It weren't good to watch, but like I just
Nah.
when it's
The
that
no- it was the noise.
yeah,
like
like
as
it was
well.
really scratchy. But
Like,
when it's like when it's that obscene though, like it becomes funny to me though, you know what I mean? Like there's a point where like it's so over the line, over the top that it becomes like funny. Like you've got to it's got to toe the line for me between seriousness, but then if it gets like too much, it becomes like hilarious. You know what I mean? Like horror movies are unintentionally funny sometimes.
yeah, it's Pennywise definitely that's meant to be a horror, but you don't know if it's like meant to be comedy or horror. Like he's going around calling people fat boy and stuff. Like,
Yeah, he's class. I
Yeah.
love horror, to
And
be
then-
fair.
next thing you know, he's chomping his arm off. Like, no in between.
Yeah, I'd love horror. Like I think like if I could do like a movie, like I'd love to do like a proper horror movie. I think it'd be fun to do, man. Like to act in it, whatever. I wouldn't like it. So if it was like an Evil Dead and I had to be like covered in fight blood all day because they use fight blood everywhere. Like I wouldn't like the texture and shit of that. But like I think it'd be fun, man, to be in a horror film.
To stay clear of a horror film. It becomes too real then. Like, you're on
Already?
set and like you've got like the killer knocking about. Like I've got a thing about being chased, man. So like if something's chasing me, it's a bit like you know what I mean? And like you're
When you
running.
turn your lights
in
off
a cruise,
downstairs,
yeah.
do you like quickly run up the stairs then in case someone chases you after?
Thankfully, no. When we got the house wired, I made sure that like I've got a landing light upstairs and downstairs, so I don't have to deal with any of that.
So listen to this, one,
Planning
right?
ahead.
Corin bought a house, and his mom said, because she was like speaking with the people and stuff like that, and she was like, "Yeah, I asked if anyone had died in this house, and that they hadn't." But Corin's obviously close with his mom, and he lives around the corner from her. So I think someone did die in that house because it was old people before, and the mum asked, and they told her yes, but she told Kyron no because if she told him yeah, he wouldn't live there, and she didn't want him moving further away. Now, what do you think?
Just to preface, I did ask her to ask if anyone had died in here. Like, she didn't just come up with that with herself. I was like, if anyone had died in the house, I wasn't going to live in here. So I made her ask because I didn't want to ask that.
I
But
think
my mum
knowing
said
that,
anything.
I think she knowing that was just she's only going to tell you what you want to hear. You know
The
what I mean?
thing is that my mum's brutal, so I think she would have said, yeah, they died, and what? Don't be a pussy about it, get the house. Like, I don't think she would have, she wouldn't have intentionally, like, done it knowing that, like, I wouldn't get the house. She'd just call me a dickhead or something and, like, be like, get the fucking house. Like,
Yeah, that is
so
true.
I don't think she would lie to me in that sense. So,
Well, Ryan, you're obviously looking to buy somewhere at some point soon. Would it bother you if you found that someone had died in that house previously?
Nah, don't bother me.
I bet if it
There
was
ain't
like,
no
what about
fucking.
if it was like a fucking brutal like suicide or something?
Don't bother me, man. There ain't no fucking magical spirits flying around with a noose around his neck.
Yeah, I agree. What about if it was like a murder though?
Nah, it's weird. It's like weird to feel it, like be in there and think like, oh fucking hell,
Some
someone was
shit
probably
went down in
fucking
there.
hanging from this doorway or something. But like spiritually or something like that, it ain't gonna bother me.
Yeah, I'm the same as well. I don't think it'd bother me if I got it. I'd hope someone died in it so I can maybe get it fucking cheaper. Can haggle it a bit.
Yeah, it's fucking swollen floorboards, man, from the blood.
Just fucking sign the tenancy agreement on the fucking corpse.
Ouija board on the fucking signature.
Yeah, I'll keep threatening Kyron because we go to Kyron's like every few months and do like a LAN at his. So we take our PCs and stuff, and I keep joking with him that I'm just gonna bring a Ouija board. It is someday, man. And he swears like no, it's a big fucking no. Like he won't even mess with it.
no chance. Like, even, like, you know, the one, like, novelty, like, Ouija boards that are, like, designed like a Ouija, I don't know, like, you got, like, a big, like, a rubber or a bar of soap that's, like, it's, like, got a Ouija board thing on it. Well, touch anything like that.
What about if I
Just
come to
no need.
yours and I get a piece of paper and I write and draw my own Ouija board?
I'll kick off.
But I think I said before, and me and Ryan I've asked Ryan this question in one of our earlier episodes. Like, do you believe in like ghosts and spirits and that type of stuff? Then
It's difficult because I don't necessarily think they're out there and, like, you know, spooking about and being like, ooh, but also I just don't need to fuck with anything like that. Just don't need to encourage it. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's the just in case.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. If you've got it just in case, it means you put some form of belief in it, even if it's a small percentage. Because I'd happily do it because I know, say like fuck you, God, and do whatever, smite me, give me this. Like I know nothing's gonna happen because it doesn't exist. So I'd happily do Ouija boards and all that type of stuff because I don't think ghosts really exist. But if you go in thinking, just in case, I don't want to like tempt anything, like it means you give a little bit of credit to it.
I don't know, because, like, I feel like it's like, oh, I could say something here to upset this person, and you don't know how they'll react, but, like, you can think they'll react fine, but you just go, I ain't gonna say that just in case. So, like, you know how someone will react. Like, you know how I'm gonna react to a Ouija board, but, like, you just don't do it just because you know how I'm gonna react.
What magic are we talking? Is it like you hold the glass or whatever and you get moved around by it, or where you just fucking put it down and it's meant to move itself?
I don't know the rules of it.
Isn't it typically you put, like, the eyepiece on it and, like, you all hold it and then, like, it sort of moves itself over the letters and then it spells out
I've
the
always
words,
had it.
doesn't it?
Like when I've seen it done, and I've done one at like a house party years ago. Like everyone has the hands on it.
Yeah, everyone, and then it moves, like, over the letters. There's, like, a hole in, like, I don't know what it is. It's like looks like a big plectrum, doesn't it? Like a big pick.
Nothing happened, obviously, when I fucking did one. But I remember once I was at a house party and there was like maybe 6 of us, like 3 or 4 people, like in the same room, just playing fucking rock band. People on the drums, people singing and that, and then like we was like on the living room floor just doing a Ouija board. and we was doing it, and some girl was like, "Does anyone feel it moving? Does anyone feel it?" And we was like, "Nah, man, don't be fucking daft. Like, come on, like, it ain't fucking moving." But she was trying to be like, Everyone feel that?" And we was like, "Fuck off, man! Like, there's nothing going on here."
Yeah, it's bollocks.
Would you try it then, Ryan? Because you're like we said, you're someone that don't like spooky shit, but you also don't believe in that stuff. So like, would you happily just try that shit?
Yeah, try it, man. I'm just flat that there's no magic out there.
But what about if there was something that, like, whether it be even be like logically a small coincidence that something spooky happened at a time, kind of like how we spoke about before, like the time your granddad died, it, like, stopped at that clock. It's like nothing spooky happened there, but it's something to be like, I can't explain that. Like, what about if you was doing a
Yeah.
Ouija board and something along those lines would happen where you like it's unexplainable spookiness to you, man?
And I just fucking retract all my limbs quick time. No, I don't think some fucking plastic Temu fucking Shenzhen creation Ouija board's gonna have any magic in it, man. I think you got to come across it in a forest or something in a chest.
Gotta find it in the wild.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be a genuine one.
Yeah, but we're over, like, we've gone on quite a while now, which I did think this would be a longer episode because we got Kyron on that, but we should wrap it now. To be there, I think.
Yeah, man.
So yeah, cheers for coming on,
GGs.
Kyron. It's been
I
fun.
know
Fair.
it's- Yeah, thank you for having me and answering my questions.
Yeah, man.
And I think we got some good, differing opinions as well. So I thought that was a good one. No one like just went, "Yeah, I agree with that one. Yeah, I agree with that one." Like, we had like some good
Yeah.
back and forth on it, didn't we?
I like how much how often we mentioned little dicks.
Yeah, no, was
That's the best bit for me.
yeah.
Best bit for me as a highlight, I'd say. Might even be the title of this
Yeah.
episode.
Three little dicks.
Yeah, maybe. But yeah, peace out.
2 versus 1. Peace out.
Peace out.
All right.